And welcome to the call center customer service skills training program presentation. My name is Shahrukh Moghal and I am the presenter for this proposal and also the trainer for this particular program. The way that I like to go ahead and conduct a session of this nature is to first come in and listen to some calls. This particular aspect of the project is very important so that I can help in customization and even of course tailoring some of the modules that are required. After the pre-training call assessment, there is a 2-day program for call center agents on customer service. So there are certain skills that we go into and hopefully get them to up the skills. At the end of the agent training, we go ahead and conduct a 1-day program for team leaders so that the team leaders are able to coach, motivate, develop scripts and things of that nature. After that, we move into post-training call assessment, one-to-one coaching, and of course reporting of results. This is basically the framework of the project itself. However, each slide coming up soon, in each slide you will be able to see how each aspect or each element of this project is conducted. The first aspect is pre-training call assessment. Basically on that, it's actually a 1-day thing. In this 1 day, I will come in and have in the morning a meeting with the management. In this meeting, I would like to understand some existing service levels, how they are talking, satisfaction or dissatisfaction levels of managers and team leaders, and also some current statistics on how the team is able to manage the service levels at this time. After this meeting, I would like to be guided over to a certain room or maybe a workstation where I can listen to approximately 10 call center agents calls. These 10 agents, it would be good if I can have approximately 5 calls per agent so that I'm able to figure out what are certain issues that they are facing and also some of the strengths that they are enjoying at this time. It's done. Comes the training program itself. The training is for call center agents to learn about the please framework. If you look over to the right side in the picture, you'll see probe, listen, empathize, articulate, solve, and end. This is the framework that we use in order to serve our customers and really understand what their requirements are. Probe is basically to ask the right questions at the right time. And after we probe, of course, the customer will talk, so we need to listen. Here we need to apply the skills of active listening. And while we are doing active listening, we also need to put ourselves in the customer's shoes, which of course brings us to a lesson in empathy. Here we also develop some empathy related dialogue to let the customer know that we do understand how they feel. At that point, or once it is done, we move into articulation. After understanding the customer's requirement, we have to provide solutions. In order to provide solutions, we have to use our voice and also the words and phrases that we use, and of course how fast we talk and what kind of tone and pitch and inflection we use in order to develop trust and also to help the customer with the resolving of their resolution of their issues. This articulation is used in order to solve customer issues through dialogue. So the dialogue development phase, here we also develop questions that we need to ask customers, or phrases, words that we need to say, sentences that show the customer that we are in the process of empathizing. So after the resolution is done, we end the call. The call, of course, has to end with an extra miler to open the door for the next call in case the customer needs to call us again, and hopefully provide a pleasant experience for the customer. The please framework is also supported with a couple of other modules that most call center agents need to learn because of their job responsibilities. One of them is dealing with angry customers, irate customers. There are a lot of different customer situations. A lot of them are difficult, and our call center agents need to know how to deal with that. There is a 5 or a 6-step approach that I like to teach our participants so that they can handle such situations in a much more effective manner. And then of course email writing skills. After that is done, we go into role plays. And this is where I then, moment of truth, I find out whether or not I've been able to teach them the right way in handling or serving customers. After the agent training program, after the agent training program, I like to do a one-day session for team leaders. The team leaders basically need to support and enforce everything that I have taught in the two-day program. In order to do that, the team leader needs to learn what their role is, the strategy that they use, how they develop their team, what styles of leadership they should be using according to the phase of development of their team. I also like to teach them coaching, monitoring of calls. I show them how to use a certain sheet or a form, a performance evaluation form, while they are listening to live calls or recorded calls. This program also shows them how to do morning briefings, and also in case they need to adjust the call script according to the requirements of any particular campaign that they are currently in. Okay. After that particular training program, I like to come in and listen to calls again as a post-training assessment. In the post-training assessment, basically we put them back on the phones, give them about 2 weeks, so that 2 weeks of calls are recorded, and then I come in. Once I listen to the calls, of course, I will also know how much of the skills gap I was able to fill. And it is practically impossible to have 100% of the gap filled, because we are human beings, and approximately 75 or 80% of the participants will get exactly what I'm trying to say, and 20% there will also always be loose ends. For those loose ends, I like to do a thing called one-to-one coaching to provide them with the final brush up. Once the coaching is done, that's when I develop my final report and provide to the client. Okay, after that is done, 2 weeks later, I will come back in for a approximately 2-hour follow-up session, which is free. Um, yeah, okay, not free. Apparently, our finance has changed things. So here, of course, we will be charging for this particular follow-up. However, it is optional. This is where the participants will tell me their concerns. They will have some questions that I might answer, and I might also give them some recommendations for improvement in the future. At this point, the campaign is over. However, I am of course on call. All of my participants will have my email address, so that they can send me emails in case they have any issues. Here I am of course a PSMB certified exempted trainer. My phone number is 012-327-8240. Email address shahrukh@contactskills.com, and the website is contactskills.com. Thank you for your time and have a nice day. Bye bye.